Senator Shelby, first of all, thanks as usual for spending some time with us. How much more is the U.S. willing to give financially and equipment to help Ukraine in the fight against Russia? How much is enough? How much is too much?
We don't know what's enough. I do believe that it's important that we help Ukraine, especially with weapons. And I have been in the forefront of that because if we don't help them, who is? I know a lot of the European countries will help, but we have to lead. And if we're going to fight, we'd rather fight overseas than fight here on our shores. Remember that. But it's not cheap. Freedom has never been cheap. But I have great respect for the people of Ukraine resisting the Russian invasion. I think most Americans do. And we should not turn our back on them. We should help them repel the invader.
Senator, I know you remember it well, so do we. About a decade ago, Boeing basically stole a refueling tanker contract away from Airbus that was going to mean something pretty special to Mobile and Brookley Field. We all know what has happened since then, probably wound up being a good thing, but today Boeing is in town for a job fair. They don't have any facilities here, but they understand that there's some pretty good folks who can work on airplanes here. What do you think about them coming here to what some say is poaching our employees?
Well, I think it is poaching, but they do it everywhere. The Mobile area has become a area of skilled workforce in aerospace because of Airbus and what they're doing and how they're expanding there. We got a lot of trained workers, and not just Boeing, but others will be looking for them and try to induce them to leave. I think most of them will stay in Mobile. Mobile is a good place to live. Airbus is a good company to work for. They will be competitive, but they'll have to work that out among themselves. But where they're skilled workers, people are going to try to get them, but good companies will retain them.
Senator, elections around here are next week. There's still some rumblings that the 2000 elections were tampered with. Any concerns similar claims will be made again this year, do you think?
Well, I'm sure there'll be some, but I do believe that there was a lot of misgivings about how the election and the votes were counted and handled all over America, especially in some states in 2020. So what we want to do is protect the integrity of the ballot box. Make sure that people are who they are when they vote, that elections are fair and straight and honest, and that's all we should ask for. And for a lot of people, that's probably asking too much. But my question to everybody, is it? We need integrity in our election process, always.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Senator, you've been there a long time. You have seen a lot, have been through a lot. Right now, it seems that when the cameras are rolling, there's kind of an us versus them mentality among Republicans and Democrats. That's what we hear on the nightly cable TV talk shows. Is the rhetoric as bad behind closed doors and on the floor between members, or is the show just that, just folks using television, using social media to get their points across?
I think that the parties are more strange and people are more polarized than I've seen in a long time. But sometimes we can work together, and we should try hard to do that. But sometimes the issues are so widespread, we can't work together, and we have to push our point of view. I think if we put America first on more and more issues, we'll all be better off.
You know, politics is a strange endeavor, there's no doubt. You have seen a lot of things debated. Did you ever think a shortage of baby formula would be one of the things that would concern our government?
I didn't hear the question, sir.
I said you have seen a lot, Senator, and have been from probably some pretty obscure things there on the floor. Did you ever think a shortage of baby formula would be something our government would have to deal with?
Well, all issues come to the attention of the U.S. House and the Senate sooner or later. The baby formula or lack thereof and availability of it is an issue, and it's especially an issue with people with young babies in the U.S. and probably around the world. I think the Federal Drug Administration's got a lot of power. right now to step up production, to open up plants, make them safe, and we should do whatever we can to make more of it available, that is baby formula and so forth, because that's accountability for all of us. But just throwing money at something is not going to do it. I think that the facilities are there, the power is there, that it's got to get moving.
And the policies need to be made. Is that something that the Senate or the government can do to speed up the process?
Well, the Senate's not going to make baby formula. The people do that and the companies do it. The Federal Drug Administration has oversight of it, and we should let them do their job. They should be accountable to the American people, and I hope they will be before it's over with.
Should there be a stockpile, do you think, like other commodities, or again, is that the FDA's charge?
Well, I'd leave that up to the Federal Drug Administration and what's best for our newborn and children, and maybe this is a wake-up call, but we should not take things for granted. Baby formula is not ordinary food, it's special food for young infants, and we should make sure that it's available for them now.
Senator, just within the last few hours, it looks like President Biden's, quote, disinformation governance board may be on the way out just 3 weeks after it was formed. Is the administration kind of cutting its losses on an idea that a lot of folks thought was doomed from the start and a bit Orwellian?
Well, it probably looks that way, but we'll see what happens. But, you know, in politics, and especially in high stakes, there's going to be information and disinformation and polarization. That's part of the debate process. I wish sometimes it wouldn't happen that way, but what we should do is always strive to get to the truth and not hide the truth from the American people.
Does it take something like a disinformation governance board to do that?
Oh, no, I think that the main thing is for people to be honest about it. That includes news people, politicians, and individuals.
Senator Shelby, we are honestly grateful that you have spent some more time with us. Thanks so much.
Thank you.